Welcome to Reckless on the Road, where the road reveals the truth. In today's video, we'll show you shocking crashes, including a wrong-way collision between a minivan and bikers, a deadly overtaking fail, a fatal tanker truck accident with a taxi, a distracted driver causing an inferno on the highway, and much more. Enjoy the ride and stay tuned. All actions shown in this video are for traffic safety awareness purposes only. It is strictly prohibited to attempt or replicate any actions. On May 16, 2012, Valentin Turkin, born in 1989 from Gay, Orenburg region, fell asleep at the wheel of his Audi S6, swerving into oncoming traffic and colliding with a truck. The crash caused severe damage, with the truck overturning and its rear axle being knocked out. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but the truck driver's family lost everything. Despite the severity, Lieutenant Glazunov from the Shilovo Traffic Police issued Turkin a small fine for a lane violation and seemingly ignored the fact that Turkin had fully crossed into the oncoming lane. Attempts were made to destroy the dashcam footage from the truck, but Turkin remained unpunished and spent the day in a police car while the victim suffered. Authorities reported a traffic accident involving a motorcycle traveling in the opposite direction, which collided head-on with a passenger car in front of the Crown Cleanliu factory in Sankat No. 1, Sihanoukville, on the afternoon of January 21, 2025. According to police, both motorcycle riders were seriously injured. However, it is possible that they later succumbed to their injuries at the hospital. Spokane, Washington. A crash at the intersection of East Sprague and Myrtle extensively damaged two vehicles. According to the Spokane Police Department, an Audi speeding eastbound caused the crash. Witnesses had reported the vehicle driving recklessly before the collision. The Audi struck a Prius, flipping over upon impact. Both drivers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Audi's owner, who arrived at the scene to speak with law enforcement, confirmed that his son was driving the car. He later left to visit his son at the hospital, where police say he will be cited for reckless driving. Authorities found no evidence of drugs or alcohol being involved in the crash. Westboro, Massachusetts. Officials are investigating a crash with entrapment on I-495 in Westboro on Saturday night. Firefighters responded to reports of a collision on the ramp from I-495 south to the Mass Pike eastbound and discovered multiple vehicles involved. No further details are available at this time, and the crash remains under investigation. Russia, Primorsky Krai, on the afternoon of February 11th at the 698th kilometer of the A370 Yusharai Highway in the Nautojinsky district of Primorsky Krai, a Nissan veered into the oncoming lane and collided with a heavy DAF truck. The impact sent the Nissan into an oncoming Mercedes-Benz car carrier. A 35-year-old passenger in the Nissan did not survive, while the driver was hospitalized. Authorities later confirmed that the driver had previously lost his license for driving under the influence of alcohol. All necessary examinations are underway, and dashcam footage from a witness captured the moment of the collision. The accident occurred on March 7, 2024 in Russia. The driver of a Toyota Land Cruiser veered into the oncoming lane, colliding with a Volkswagen Tiguan before crashing into a Toyota Hilux pickup truck. The Volkswagen driver died at the scene while his wife suffered serious injuries. No one else was harmed in the crash. The Toyota was driven by the deputy head Rosreserve in the Novosibirsk region. He later claimed that he did not remember the moment of the collision. Authorities are attempting to shift blame onto the deceased Volkswagen driver, alleging that he exceeded the speed limit and failed to avoid the SUV. However, his daughter disputes this, stating, "He crashed into my dad's car and now they're trying to blame him." Nearly a year after the accident, the family is still fighting for justice in court, despite clear video evidence showing that the Toyota driver caused the collision. The victim had recently retired after serving over 20 years as the head of a division in the Department of Military Mobilization Prepara. Accident on the M2 highway. A drunk driver in a Peugeot hit a Nissan X-Trail, causing it to overturn. The author says, "The airbags didn't work. Looking at the car is just awful. The roof was practically cut. The front pillar went deep into the cabin. I don't understand how I survived."
Ahí puede ya comenzar a grabar, que ya bajo la moto.
Los tres maricas pues están escampando desde la lluvia y gracias a Dios no era el día de ellos. Uno de esos chinos como se le esquiva a mula, ¿no?
Aquí hay uno.
No, el que está en camisa.
Ahí viene la mula y aquí sale el taxi. Venga, hijo de puta.
Ay, marica, una cosa de locos, parce.
On the afternoon of Saturday, February 15, 2025, a fatal accident occurred on the Lorente Road in Nariño, Colombia, leaving one person dead and 3 injured. A taxi traveling from Tucumán to Tumaco collided head-on with a heavy-duty truck after attempting to avoid a poorly parked motorcycle, as captured by a security camera. The impact sent the taxi airborne and caused the truck to crash into a roadside house, injuring people nearby and destroying the building's front. Authorities are investigating the exact cause, considering factors such as excessive speed or mechanical failure. The injured were taken to nearby medical centers for treatment. On February 13, 2025, a traffic accident was captured on CCTV along the Antelias-Bikfaya Road in Antelias, Lebanon. Reports suggest that an oil spill on the roadway caused vehicles to lose traction, leading to multiple collisions.
Tonight's Kia NBA All-Star Game MVP will be presented by Kia America's Vice President of Marketing, Russell Walker. Kia America will be donating a 2025 Kia Telluride X-Line to a very deserving charity. No Kid Hungry.
Oh my God, are you okay?
The emergency call cannot be made.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Why not fill them with SiriusXM? Think about it. You can wake up with Howard Stern in the morning, let commercial-free music get you. All you gotta do is visit SiriusXM.com/go.
A Cincinnati man is facing multiple charges, including murder, for a fatal crash in Louisville. Prosecutors allege that 58-year-old Richard Piper was driving under the influence in August when he caused a chain reaction collision on Interstate 64 near the Gene Snyder Freeway. According to police, traffic was slowing for construction in the westbound lanes when Piper's semi-truck rear-ended a pickup truck, killing its driver, 25-year-old Colton Tanner. Two other individuals sustained non-life-threatening injuries and were hospitalized. Piper is charged with murder, DUI, reckless driving, assault, violating federal safety regulations, and 5 counts of wanton endangerment. He was arraigned Monday and has a bond hearing scheduled for Wednesday at 11 a.m. As of September 24, 2024, his bond is set at $500,000 cash. A truck driver found himself in trouble after merging directly into a police vehicle, prompting an immediate traffic stop. The incident, captured on dashcam footage, sparked discussions about trucking safety and driving standards. People reacted with mixed opinions. Some criticized the driver, calling it reckless and dangerous. Others pointed out that truck drivers often face challenging road conditions, and their mistakes are magnified due to the sheer size of their vehicles. Some noted that professional driving standards have declined in recent years, attributing it to lower hiring requirements and changes in industry regulations. One person observed that the trucker stopped in front of an exit, further obstructing traffic. Another recalled witnessing a similar event where a semi abruptly cut off a police car, forcing it into the median. While truck drivers generally have a lower accident rate per mile compared to regular motorists, incidents like these fuel ongoing debates about road safety and the challenges of sharing highways with large commercial vehicles. A 15-year-old Dodge Avenger veered into a cornfield after a near miss at an intersection. The driver, equipped with a Viofo A119 dashcam, avoided hitting other vehicles and remained unharmed, as did the other party involved. The driver noted a delayed reaction, assuming the other vehicle would yield. Fortunately, insurance swiftly handled the case, thanks to the dashcam footage. People reacted with mixed opinions. Some blamed the other driver for misjudging the stop, while others questioned situational awareness. Many emphasized the importance of defensive driving and proper license regulations. A Brightline train crashed into a fire truck attempting to cross the tracks in Delray Beach, Florida, leaving 15 people injured. The accident occurred as the fire truck, reportedly responding to an emergency call, attempted to cross despite active warning signals. Eyewitnesses noted that the train struck the truck near its rear axle, causing severe damage. Some people speculated that the firefighters misjudged the presence of a second train. Others pointed out the high cost of the damage, estimating the fire truck alone at over $1 million. Officials are investigating the incident, with many emphasizing the importance of following railway crossing signals, even in emergencies. In July 2024, a driver was going the speed limit of 45 mph when they were T-boned by another car pulling out from a neighborhood on the right. The driver's visibility was blocked by trees, and as soon as they saw the car, they hit the brakes. But it was too late. They lost consciousness and sustained injuries, including broken forearm bones, requiring surgery. Unfortunately, the first car was totaled. The driver shares the lesson learned. If you can't see, don't go. Many viewers defend the driver, stating that the other car running a stop sign was clearly at fault. Others mention how hindsight bias affects judgments, noting that the dashcam's wide-angle lens can make things look more avoidable than they were. Ultimately, the consensus is that the other driver should have waited until it was safe to pull out, and the accident could not have been easily prevented by the driver with the dashcam. In this video, we witness a motorist turning left from the middle lane without yielding, leading to immediate consequences. Despite not being in the designated turn lane, the driver fails to follow traffic rules, causing a close call with other vehicles. Some viewers noted the silver car's reckless behavior, with one describing the driver as a dingus for not yielding. Others pointed out the surprising lack of a collision with the black car, adding to the tension of the situation. Overall, it's a clear reminder of the importance of following traffic lanes and yielding when necessary. In this incident, we see a driver attempting a bold U-turn, but the move quickly goes wrong. The red car making a blind turn fails to notice the white pickup truck, resulting in a collision. Viewers express frustration with the red car driver, calling them an idiot and highlighting how both drivers seemed oblivious to their surroundings. Some suspect distractions like phones, while others suggest a lack of attention or mutual invisibility between the vehicles. It's a perfect example of why you should always stay aware of your surroundings and proceed with caution, especially when making risky maneuvers.
I have my own pastor. And you ain't been my pastor. Like, my pastor in Washington had been my pastor since I was like 18. So it's like, you know, people don't challenge their parents often in the black community.
Oh, shit.
And my pastor was like a pastor and a parent.
Yeah.
When I came here, I'm 29. I'm like, all right, now I got my own thoughts. And I'm going to go to y'all churches and see who aligns with how I...
In this incident, two cars were driving side by side when the SUV on the left suddenly swerved to the right after being startled by an object on the road that appeared to be a tire. This caused the car on the right to veer off the road. The driver of the car that went off-road attempted to regain control by swerving too far to the left, which resulted in hitting the SUV that had initially swerved to the right. However, the SUV, which has avoided the tire, could have moved left like the car in front of them did. That would have avoided the whole situation. On January 6, 2025, the driver of a mid-sized truck failed to notice a garbage truck stopped in front of him, possibly due to distraction. The truck collided with the back of the garbage truck at high speed. Firefighters had to extricate him from the truck, and he was transported to Quang Hua Hospital with multiple serious injuries. Sadly, he was pronounced dead at 8:17 a.m. A black SUV driver swerved slightly to the left to avoid a scooter that ran a red light. Meanwhile, a white SUV following behind was straddling the lane divider despite having ample space on its left. As a result, the white SUV clipped the black SUV, lost control, and flipped over. At over 200 km/h, the high-horsepower Audi RS6 crashed into the flat rear of a tractor unit, launching it into the air. The powerful sports wagon then slammed into a bridge pillar, shattering into pieces. The impact of the violent crash tragically claimed the life of the 68-year-old driver. While the primary fault lay with the Audi driver due to excessive speed, other drivers also contributed to the accident. A mid-sized white truck was overtaking on a solid line, while another mid-sized white truck was occupying the middle lane, adding to the dangerous conditions on the road. The increasing swerves before the driver completely lost control resemble what happens when towing a trailer that is loaded too heavily at the rear. This kind of instability can cause dangerous fishtailing, making it difficult to regain control. However, there isn't enough visible information in the footage to confirm whether the Solaris was pulling a trailer. Even a poorly balanced small camping or utility trailer can cause a medium to full-size vehicle to lose control in this manner. Tragically, 4 people lost their lives in this devastating accident. Alabama. Patch of ice causes 2 major accidents, 2 minutes apart. A driver have drifted into an oncoming lane, either due to distraction, misjudgment of the lane change system, or a sudden maneuver, resulting in a violent head-on collision. The lack of protective barriers meant there was no physical obstruction to prevent the impact. Tragically, 2 people lost their lives in this crash. While accidents of this nature are rare on the Harbor Bridge, this incident serves as a reminder of the risks associated with shared lane road systems and the importance of seatbelt use, modern vehicle safety features, and cautious driving. Santa Rosa County, on Sunday, September 29, 2024, a 65-year-old Texas man tragically lost his life after his semi-truck veered off Interstate 10 and crashed into the woods, where it became engulfed in flames, according to the Florida Highway Patrol, FHP. The accident occurred about 7 miles east of the Highway 87 exit in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 10. Troopers believe the driver was trapped inside the burning vehicle, making escape impossible. Due to heavy smoke and safety concerns for emergency responders, authorities temporarily shut down the interstate. The Florida Highway Patrol's Traffic Homicide Unit responded to the scene to investigate the cause of the crash. Red Bronco attempted to make a turn without seeing oncoming traffic, panicked, and blocked the lane. Silver Mercedes wasn't aware of traffic around them, slowed, and then turned into the dashcam car, because they didn't know it was there. Dashcam car is completely clueless. They are in the Mercedes blind spot for a long time. They had ample time to see the accident happening, and didn't. If they'd hit the brakes, the Mercedes would have likely missed them. If they hadn't been in the blind spot, the accident wouldn't have happened. If they'd anticipated the hit, it should have been a pit maneuver that spun the Mercedes and not shunted their car off the road. Luckily, no serious injuries were reported, and still, this could have been way worse.
World, and the money is there. The money is there and is being spent. The Phillies spent $300 million on Trey Turner. The Padres were willing to give more than that. They were willing to give about $400 million for Aaron Judge. We saw an aging reliever just got from the Red Sox. Jameson Taillon from the Cubs.
A Louisville man, 27-year-old Jordan Brown, was arrested after crashing into another car while racing on the Sam Rayburn Tollway Wednesday night. Brown, driving a Ford Mustang, was racing a Chevrolet Corvette when he rear-ended an unrelated Hyundai Elantra. The impact caused the Mustang to hit the Corvette, making it roll over. The Corvette driver, a 43-year-old man, was injured, along with his 30-year-old passenger. The woman driving the Elantra was treated at the scene. Brown fled the scene but was later found intoxicated and charged with multiple offenses, including intoxication, assault, and racing on the highway. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss our latest uploads. We're always working to bring you even more interesting and engaging content. See you in the next video.